Communities are made up of individuals, a dynamic that exemplifies the concept of holons, a term invented by Arthur Koestler in the 1960s and developed by integral philosopher Ken Wilber. A holon is something that has integrity and identity unto itself, while simultaneously being part of a larger system, a subsystem of a greater system, anything that's both a whole and a part of a greater whole. Our body is formed by individual organ systems. Each complete organ is made up of smaller parts called cells. Each cell is made up of molecules. Each molecule is made of atoms. Each atom is made of subatomic particles. With the idea of holons, we can see the harmonic nested hierarchies or holarchies that bring us to life. The holon concept honors the wholeness and partness of everything. The word holon is derived from the Greek words for whole and part. So, a whole community is made of individual people. People need a sense of love and belonging to become healthy and whole individuals in body, mind, and spirit. Our relationship with communities is developmental. The friends we bond with in school and the workplace help us understand our own affinities. When we grow beyond our egocentrism and connect with a group that shares common beliefs, we feel a sense of social camaraderie and agreement in our circle. This expansion from our ego identity is called ethnocentrism, bonding with people like us. Yet each community is always part of and interacts with a larger community. We see how focusing exclusively on the differences we have with other groups can lead to polarizing and judgmental thinking that our group is superior, which can lead to alienation and violence. So we need to keep evolving our consciousness to include the greater family of humanity, even all of life, to realize that everything is connected, to become world-centric and move toward a healthier collective. Gaia was the name of the ancient Greek goddess of the earth. Biologists developed the Gaia theory to propose that all living organisms interact with their surroundings on Earth to form a synergistic and self-regulating complex system that helps to maintain and perpetuate the conditions for life on the planet. Imagining the whole Earth as one complex sacred being gives us a basis beyond our differences to see our true position as part of the life web. Every plant and creature, ocean and mountain, river and jungle is part of the whole life web, now in peril because of human greed and ignorance. The fate of all life on Earth needs humanity to care and act collectively and creatively to restore the vitality of our common home. A spiritual practice unites a spiritual community. Practicing together and checking in with each other reinforces the wellness of the whole group. In the Buddhist path, a community of practitioners is called the Sangha, one of the three pillars of Buddhism. The Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, that is the teacher, the teaching, and those who practice the teaching, is a purpose-driven community. We are deeply grateful to all of you who've connected with COSM over the years, those who've contributed time and money to this cultural experiment, to the members and the team who makes it possible to be a spiritual, creative community. Aligned with our mission, completing Entheon is COSM's greatest current challenge, coming closer to realization every day. Creativity in service to Spirit is the practice of our community. The masters of all traditions are our teachers, and the teaching is every creation that expresses the sanctity of life and being. Together, the Cosm community is building a sacred space to honor the visionary mystical experience and to see ourselves and each other as reflections of the divine. The Dalai Lama tells us that kindness is the universal religion, and that a genuine smile comes from a heart of compassion. With compassion, we recognize the fragility and vulnerability of our brothers and sisters and all creatures, great and small, in the dance of impermanence within our brief span of life. We're part of a planetary consciousness, an interconnectedness of all beings, both material and spiritual, in a hierarchy both natural and supernatural. Beyond gender, race, nation, and creed, a world spirit honors the earth we share, acknowledging our common home. World spirit is a prayer for the realization of our integration with the web of creation, and for the transformation of our species from one gripped in fear and self-annihilation to a species that stands for love, wildly creative peace and liberation. Art can be worship and service, the incandescent core of our soul, a glowing God's eye, infinitely aware of the beauty of creation, is interlocked with a network of souls, part of one vast group soul. The group soul of art, beyond time, comes into time by projecting music and symbols into the imagination. God's radiant grace fills the heart and mind with these gifts. The artist honors the gifts of sound and vision by weaving them into works of art and sharing them with the community. The community uses them as wings to soar to the same shining vistas and beyond. Translucent wings teem with eyes of flame on the mighty cherub of art. Arabesques of fractal cherub wings enfold and uplift the world. The loom of creation is anointed with fresh spirit and blood. Phoenix-like, the soul of art resurrects from the ashes of isms. Transfusions from living primordial traditions empower the artist, take them to the heights and depths necessary to find the medicine of the moment, a new image and song of the Infinite One, God of creation, manifesting effulgently, multidimensionally, with the same empty fullness that Buddha knew, and the same compassionate healing that Jesus spread. Krishna plays his flute, the goddess dances, and the entire tree of life vibrates with the power of love. A mosaic and tile maker inspired by Rumi finds infinite patterns of connectivity in the garden of spiritual interplay as the world spirit awaits its portrait.